I hope you can hear me with the earbuds in. If you can't, please let me know. I'm putting them on because of all the noise from the road. Like I said, I live on a very busy road. Um, so I'm just trying to reduce the noise in the background, especially right now because my mother is trying to water the plants and the dog's outside and he likes to try to eat the water. So right now they're kind of having a little, no, go away, stop it, kind of thing. Um, okay, so yesterday was, I had, let me go back. I had all the dental work that I needed done. Um, filling in like cavities and things like that. And luckily, I didn't lose any of my teeth. That was one of the concerns at the beginning, was they weren't sure how bad, once you got inside, the tooth decay was. But come to find out, she was able to restore all the teeth that needed to be restored. And in the process of this, I needed 2 root canals. So I've had a total of 3 root canals. And trust me, they're not as bad as people make them out to be. They're really not. You just have to learn how to, it's like in singing. When you sing, this part of your jaw, you don't want it tight. See how that looks tight? Like that. You don't want to do that. You want to relax your jaw, like when you fall asleep and your jaw just kind of hangs open. And if you open your mouth and you keep your jaw relaxed, okay, it won't hurt after you're done. You won't be like, oh my God, my jaw, because you have relaxed all these muscles right in here. And it, trust me, that's what I do when I go to the dentist. I relax. If you relax your jaw and you just let them do what they need to do, it will get done much faster. Just a tip, okay? So, this last root canal that I had done, I had to have 3 appointments. The first appointment, he finished half of it, and he put this, I don't know exactly what it's called, but they put it in your tooth and it helps to get rid of any of, like, I guess like the bacteria or anything like that. And so I had to wait to see the doctor again. And then he was about to, finish up doing what he was doing. And he got 95% of the way done. And then the power went out. I mean, seriously. Like, she's like, okay, we're going to get this. She took like 3 shots. The first 2 were blurry. The third one, she got it. And then literally, just on the dental floor, the power went out. So if the power goes out, obviously you can't use the tools, to work on teeth. So I had to make another appointment. And that was yesterday. And yesterday, he finished up the root canal. I've already had a cleaning. So I have done everything that I am supposed to do for my teeth. And I continue to do, because there is a process that, and I'm going to tell you this, my dentist, she's so amazing. And I love her so much. And I'm glad that I had that experience with her working on my teeth, because she made being at the dentist fun, because she always put music and she would sing and stuff. She was so funny. She'd tell me stories and all this stuff. So she made it, pleasant and bearable. And Unfortunately for me, but fortunately for her, she was able to advance in her career. So she is no longer there. So the person who was doing the root canals is the dentist now, is my new dentist, because the other people that were there also left. And I asked him after he was done, I said, okay, I have a question for you. Do you plan on leaving anytime soon? I said, because I love you, you do great work. Because he's very, he's got like surgical hands. Like he's very soft and gentle. He could be a surgeon, seriously. I would trust him to do a surgery on me. Um, and he said, not right away, if I do. And I said, just make sure you have it somebody new here before you leave. Because if I have to go someplace else, I told him, you know, you have to go to the other types of community places where it would cost me, I'm trying to think, it costs me anywhere between $100 to $200 a visit. That's a lot of money for somebody like me who doesn't have a lot of money. Hey, I was at the dentist last week, got a cleaning done. Good. What did they say? Did they say you were good? Or did they say, you need to floss more? I think that's the thing. A lot of people get told to floss more. I actually got told I need to floss a little less harder. I guess I've been flossing a little bit too hard. I wasn't even realizing that I was doing it, because like right up here, these three teeth here, like if you were to go in between these two teeth, where the eye tooth is on that side, that's a little sore. And then if you were to go in between these two teeth on this side of the tooth, the front tooth, that's the side that's a little hard, and there's a little, you know, blood comes out a little bit, because the rest of my mouth has caught up with everything. I use, like I was saying, the dentist, before she left, she told me the proper way to brush your teeth and use mouthwash and floss and all that stuff, because there are things that I didn't know. I don't remember if I shared them, but she and I said, and I'm using, you know, the tools that she gave me. Do you want me to keep using the same, what's it called, Denta Plus cream or something like that? It's a toothpaste, and it helps to reduce your chances of developing another cavity. And he said, yeah, I want, because I didn't know if you wanted me to have something stronger or whatever. And he said, no, just keep doing that. And then the technician came in, and she gave me this, I should have brought it out. It was this little purple thing. I didn't even know that this existed, but I guess it's a type of floss that, what did she say? I don't know. It expands, or it does something. Because my teeth are really close together. It's really hard. Once you get it in there, like, okay. This teeth right here. Right there. Okay. I put it in. When I have to take it out, I literally have to angle it like this, and because if not, if I try to take it out this way or this way, it breaks, and it breaks in between the teeth. And then I have to go in with something, and it's just like, it's not fun. It's not fun. So she gave me, it was a little round circle thing, and it said gum on it, Gum. I assume that means for your gums. And I guess you can buy it at the store. I didn't know that. Like, I haven't ever seen that at the store, but I've never have been looking for that particular type of, stop staring at me like that. My cat is staring at me through the window right now. He's giving me devil eyes. You don't scare me. You don't. You just don't. You're just made of love, and you know it. Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page. So, everything went well. He finished it up. He didn't have to numb me like complete numbness. He had to add an extra bit of numbness, because he went to start working. Oh my God, I felt it. I'm like, oh no, 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 I feel that. And he gave me a little more. And I said, it feels numb. I can feel that it's numb. I said, let's just get going. And if there are any problems, I will let you know. And at first there was some pain. And I mean, you're in the dentist chair with your mouth wide open. So the only way that I can show pain is like my eyes, they go like this. I'm like, oh, okay, I feel it, but then after he got in a little bit more and started doing stuff, I didn't feel any pain. It was a little bit of pressure, but not pain. So, yeah, I'm done with getting my teeth fixed, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. He just said, keep an eye on this. If it gets worse, or I get more pain or something, then to call him and we will take another look at it. Because I asked if there possibly could be an infection, and based on his professional opinion, he said it's a little irritated up there, but there is no infection. And I said, okay, great. But you can get infections up there. So you got to be careful. And this is why I made this a Words of Wisdom Wednesday series. You know what? I think I forgot to put that in the title, the series part. My bad. Anyway, it's okay. You guys get the gist of it. So the whole point of why I did this is because at the beginning I had said, when I was going through a lot of the things that I went through in the past, having back surgeries, dealing with my son, dealing with the school, just everything, I ended up in a very deep depression, the type of depression where you can't get out of bed. Like, the only reason you're getting out of bed is because you have to pee, and that's a freaking struggle and a half. That kind of depression, where you don't leave the house, that's the kind of depression that I was experiencing. And during that time, I did not take care of my teeth because I was depressed and I didn't give a fuck. I just didn't care. And that's why my teeth ended up the way that they ended up. And this is my message to people out there. If you have the ability to go to the dentist, if you can afford it, if you can find some place to go, even try dental schools, okay? Because when they practice on each other. Maybe they can practice on you and you can get, free dental care or something. Check out the universities and stuff like that. Just anywhere that people are working on teeth. See if you can get in to see them. Because maybe you won't have to pay such a high fee, if you don't have the money like me. Of course, I have to pay for the cleanings and stuff like that, but I believe the most I paid was like $25. So that's pretty good compared to like $200. That's a lot. That really helps me out, considering all the stuff that's been going on, which I will put in a different video, but this is about my teeth, and I just want to share my wisdom with you that whether or not you're having issues in your life, or you have a great life, whatever, take care of your teeth. Make sure you brush, make sure you floss, make sure you use mouthwash, and ask your dentist any questions that you might have. If you're having pain in your teeth, you need to get to the dentist, because tooth health, okay, is linked to heart health. And if your teeth suck, it actually affects your heart, and you can get heart disease. Isn't that freaking crazy? That's scary, right? Yeah, 100. Yeah, because they do it on a scale. Hold on. They said it was good. I brush well. Got no cavities. Yay, no cavities. That's awesome. 2 thumbs up for you, Michelle. Michelle Marie. That's a pretty name. My middle name's Marie, too. Um, yeah, they do it on a sliding scale fee, right? And depending on your demographic of, I don't know exactly how they do it. I guess they base it on your income, whatever it is that you're getting for income, I guess. And they do the same thing where I go. There's a sliding scale fee. And where I land, I only have to pay at most $25. The scale only goes up so high because most of the people that go to this facility, because it is, you can get medical, dental, and behavioral, which I'm assuming means counseling. They have all three of those there. So it's all in one building, which is nice. And a lot of low income people from that town, the town around it. Me, I'm like a town away, actually 2 towns away. And I drive all the way there because I like the care that I get. You know, it doesn't bother me to drive down that way. I go down that way anyway. There are stores down there. There's like Shaw's and all kinds of things, Walmart and whatever. So it's not a big deal. If the person does good work, then to me it's worth going to see that person. And like I said, take care of your teeth. You know, make sure your kids take care of their teeth. And and something that's important, okay? Make sure when it's time, you ask the dentist, whenever it's time, I want my kids' teeth sealed. What that does is it makes it so they are less likely to develop cavities. Because in children, cavities spread very fast. In adults, cavities spread slowly. So it's very good to do that. And it's really important that you make sure that your kids take care of their teeth, because it is a behavioral learning process, just like anything else. And if you have to stand there with them every morning and every night and brush your teeth together, make it a family affair, okay? Make it something that's like, yeah, I have great teeth, and you know, look at me, I take care of myself. Make it something positive, because when I was a kid, I lied a lot about brushing my teeth. And it's so funny because you you think at that age, right? You think, okay, I'm going to go in the bathroom. I'm just going to stand here. I'm just going to take a little toothpaste, rub it around a little bit. I brush my teeth, right? Well, my mom, my mom, I don't know. How do you say it? Mum, is that the British way? I don't think I'm even saying it right because I don't have that accent. So I'm sorry if I totally screwed that up. But your mother, your father, your caregiver, whoever. My mother was very smart, and she said, "Let me smell your breath." Then she said, "Show me your teeth." She's smart. And I'm like, no. She's like, get back in there and brush those teeth. And if you don't have them brushed, I'm going to come in there and brush them for you. And actually, one time that did happen, because I lied and I said I brushed my teeth, and I did not. I just used mouthwash. And yeah, she marched me into the bathroom, and she grabbed the stuff, and she put the stuff on and she said, "Open." And I'm like, oh shit. And she brushed my teeth, and she said, from now on, if you lie to me, I'm going to brush your teeth, I'm going to floss your teeth, and I'm going to make sure you use mouthwash properly. I'm like, oh, okay. So as a kid, that motivated me more to take care of my teeth. And I was taking care of my teeth. And then I got braces, and oh my God, geez. I wish there was a better way that they could do braces, um, because it's so hard to keep food out of the braces. It really is. Um, and I struggled with that, and I was constantly cleaning my teeth, constantly. And when I got my braces off, I was so happy. I was like, thank you. I couldn't stand having braces because they give you little elastics, okay? And they have these hooks, and they were hooked right here. So when you went to talk, I I could only talk like this. This is how I could talk because the rubber bands were so tight. It was this is how, and this is as far as I could open my mouth. That's it. That's all I could do. And I couldn't get food into my mouth. So during meal times, I would take them off and eat, go brush my teeth afterward, then put them back on. And I wore those things. I wore them exactly the way I was told to wear them. I wore them all the time. The only time I didn't wear them is when I ate because I couldn't get anything in my mouth and they would snap. Okay, so yeah, of course I took them off when I ate. But every time I went back to the orthodontist, he would say, "You're not wearing your elastics." I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "I take them off when I eat because I can't get the food into my mouth. Do you want me to just drink liquids? Because that's the only way that I can keep them and they not snap on me, and it hurts when they snap. Ouch, it hurts." Okay, if you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. But I was constantly fine. Sorry, something came up. Sorry about that. Something kept coming up, wearing them, and it made me so angry because yet again I'm telling the truth, and yet again people aren't believing me. This seems to be a theme in my life. People never believe what I say. I tell the truth like 99% of the time. Do I lie sometimes? Yes, everybody lies. House is right. Everybody lies, okay? But I never lied about wearing the elastics. I wore them at night. I wore them to school. I brought extras so I could take them off, eat my lunch, then put them back on after lunch. And it was very difficult. I had them for 5 years. And I was done. I was done being told I was a liar. I was done with them. I said, I want them off. I'm done. I'm done. Take them off. And they took them off. They gave me those Invisalign things. I wore them for about a month and then I stopped wearing them. And I will tell you, if you do not wear your retainer, your teeth are going to shift. My teeth have shifted. I mean, look at my teeth. They're not perfect. You see? Sorry about my dry lips. I apologize. But you see how they're not like my teeth don't come over the top of the rest of my teeth and stuff. That's the kind of stuff that braces and retainers do for your teeth. Um, I'm sorry about the dryness in my face. It's the time of year. I get really dry once, autumn comes and stuff. So I apologize for that. And I know I got right up in your face with my teeth, but I was just trying to show you what happens when you don't wear, because look at if you just look, okay, see how this tooth is farther down, okay, that's what I'm saying. If I had worn them, my teeth would be straight right there, but they're not. But they appear straight when I smile, so people don't always notice the imperfections in my teeth. In fact, people have constantly said to me, "You have beautiful teeth." And I'm thinking, "Ooh, if you only knew, if you only knew." I just say thank you. I'm not going to get into the story with them, but I just say thank you, because it is a compliment, because their perspective is, I see someone who I think has nice teeth and I'm going to pay them a compliment. And when someone pays you a compliment, you say thank you. You know what I mean? Just just say thank you. Even if you don't believe that yourself, they believe it. Who are you to destroy their dreams of your teeth? You know what I mean? Let them think that and take the compliment. Yeah, it's my favorite season too. I love it. I love the smells. I love the changing of the leaves. I love the how do I explain this? How the temperatures one day are like, but like today it's like 75 degrees outside, and yesterday was so cold. And I was wearing a jacket. I was so cold, I love autumn. I love Halloween. I love, the trick or treating. I don't know what they're doing about the trick or treating this year. I know, this is off topic, but it also has to do with teeth because you're talking about candy. Okay, talk candy. If they say there's no trick or treat because of COVID, that's okay. Because I got an idea off of someone on TV. I'm stealing her idea. And I think it's a great idea. It's ingenious. She's totally smart. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of this myself. But she said, I do not know her name and I apologize, but she said what she is going to do is, clearly she's a celebrity, so she has a huge ass house, right? But what they're going to do is they're going to do Halloween at every door in their house. So mom will be at one door, dad will be at another door, and then they switch doors, around the house. And every single door, every time they knock, they go trick or treat and then give them candy. And I said, that's a great idea. I said, but this is a tiny house. There's not many doors. So I said, we can also bring it outside into the yard, and then we can have designated spots where you come up and trick or treat, and then you get your candy. You know what I mean? That way you're staying safe. You're not going out into the world, potentially putting your child in harm's way, because on Halloween when kids go trick-or-treating, they're not going to social distance. It's just not going to happen. I mean, just think about I don't know about other states, but I do know in my state a lot of schools have shut down because, like I had predicted all along, it is a dumb idea to send kids to a petri dish where they're going to get sick and then bring it home. And God knows wherever else or whoever else they go near. And there was this one school that, I don't know if it was in this state, but there was a child who tested positive for the COVID virus on a Friday. Their parents thought, well, 2 days away from school is enough quarantine time, right? Of course it is. Obviously 2 days, even though we've been saying 14 for months now. But yeah, 2. We'll go with 2. Sure. Because obviously they can count, right? Sorry, I just think these parents are morons. So they send their kid to school, right? Knowing their kid has this virus. And 28 students got the COVID virus. So they had to shut the school down. I called it. I said it all along. I said, don't send these kids to school. Do remote learning. I know it might piss off some people who work and their kid, whatever, but figure it out. Your kid's health is more important than your job. I know you might not think so, but if your kid gets the COVID virus, okay, what's going to be more important to you at that moment, your job or your child? Because your child could die. So you need to prioritize, okay? And these parents are stupid. And yeah, I heard it on the talk. It was just a little blip that I got on the talk. I think it was on the talk. Don't quote me. I think. Okay, I think that's where I heard it. But still, and I think they were saying something about the parents of that school district are calling for these parents to be charged with attempted murder. And I said this all along. I said, if you know, it was like when the AIDS epidemic happened, okay? If you knew you had AIDS and then you went and slept with somebody and you didn't tell them you had AIDS, I mean, people got arrested for that because, yeah, that back in the 80s, it was a death sentence. They didn't have what they have today, okay? It was a death sentence. Freddie Mercury, okay? Death sentence. As much money as he had, the lifestyle that he lived, the connections that he had, he still couldn't beat the AIDS virus, okay? So to me, it's the same situation. You know your child has a deadly virus and you send them to school and then other kids get sick. What happens if one of these kids dies? If that was my kid that got sick, I would be suing the hell out of them for sure and demanding charges of probably murder. Seriously, like, I don't know what it would be. I don't know if they have laws for that. I have no idea. I don't know if it would be murder one, murder two, manslaughter, or whatever it is in whatever state, because I know they call it different things based on different things, which is so weird. It should just be all across the board, but, why make life easy, huh? So, stop being stupid, people. Okay? If your kid is sick, don't send them to school. Okay? Don't send them to school if your child is sick. I don't care if they have the regular flu or a cold or whatever it is. You don't send them to school when they are sick. That is dumb, stupid, ridiculous, sickening, possibly, murder charges, you never know what's going to happen. You have to use this thing. It's called your brain. It's called the brain. It's inside your skull. I know you can't see it, but it's there. Okay, it's like air. We can't see it, but it's there, right? Use it. Okay, seriously, this isn't a game. Okay, like I said this at the beginning that I see parents in my town. Okay, yes, they wear masks. Okay, some people weren't. Okay, over the summer, I would see lots of people, because lots of people walk and ride their bikes and their kids go out and everything. Nobody, not one was wearing a mask. Okay, not one person, except for maybe 3 people that I saw the entire summer. Okay, and if your parents are modeling not wearing masks, the children are going to model that too. I do not understand how they possibly could think that this would work. Here's my reasoning on that, okay? And this is always how you find out the answer to these types of questions. Why did they send kids back to school? It's all about money. If they didn't, they wouldn't get their federal funding. And people wouldn't get their money. They wouldn't get paid. Like the school board and people like that, assholes like that, didn't get their money. That's the only reason. It was about money. They didn't care that this virus is so deadly. They didn't care. Did we not learn from the Spanish flu, guys? Did we not learn? Did we not learn? Apparently we did not. Because people are being so stupid and ridiculous. Oh my God, you're taking away my rights because you want me to wear a mask. No, we want you to be able to have rights by wearing a mask to keep you and everyone else safe so you don't die. So you don't die. That's what it's about. So you don't die and other people don't die. What's so hard about that concept? Seriously, it's like these grown adults are acting like 5-year-olds, and I just want to punch them in the face. Don't you? I'm not going to, but I want to. It's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. George Carlin, you were right. The people in this country are fucked up. They are. Not everybody, but most of them. Most of us are fucked up, okay? And it's very clear this year how many people are nut jobs, totally nuts in the head, considering everything they do seems to be recorded. And they're just like, what? I don't understand what you're talking about. What? There's no virus. Where are all the sick people? They're in the hospitals, you dumb shits. And you can't go visit them because you can't get near them. That's why you don't see them. Use your brain. Did you go to school? I mean, some of you have gone to college, and this concept seems to elude your mind that you might want to use your brain, So I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. I know. I hate it. I just don't like this situation. And I was very clear with the school. Until the pandemic is over, I don't care if they come up with a vaccine very quickly, because when I heard that to make an actual true vaccine that's actually going to work and be effective, it could take 3 to 4 years. And Trump wants it by the election day. To me, that just sounds like he's just trying to get people to vote for him. That's what that sounds like to me. Putting a rush on this? No, you want to make sure that it actually works, that it's actually effective in the long term. And that's not what is happening. So even if they come out with a vaccine by the end of the year or next year, I'm not getting it, my son's not getting it, and he's not going to public school until the pandemic is over. And I know that he hates that. I know he does. I get it. But he doesn't get it from my perspective. I'm a parent and I'm a mama bear. Seriously, I will bite you, okay? My bite is as bad as you think, all right? I have scared some people, all right, in the school system, because I don't do the bullshit thing. I don't beat around the bush. I will call you out on your bullshit. That's just how I am, because I'm so sick of people trying to manipulate me and all that stuff. So I call them out on their bullshit and they don't like it. Weird, huh? It's interesting, isn't it? So I know my son hates it because he loves school. He loves going to school. And I feel bad for taking that away from him, but I didn't really take it away. The situation has made it so, and I am not going to jeopardize my son's life, my life, or my mother's life just so he can sit in a classroom. I'm not going to do that, because I want my mother to live as long as she can. I don't want to catch it and Casey loses his mother. I mean, I don't know if I would die. I don't know if my mother would die. I don't know that. But in the event that happened, could you imagine the trauma that he would feel and face and have to deal with if I got this and say I died? I'm his only parent, Yes, he has my mother, and that's great and wonderful and everything. He wouldn't have his mother. And for a child to lose their parent before they are an adult, I mean, it's hard at any age, but when you're still a child, and I'm sorry, if you're under 18, I call you a child. You are. I'm sorry, you are. Until you're 18, you are not an adult. That's the law. So take it up with them. Um, I could not. I can't do that. I just can't do that. Damn, these trucks are loud. Why can't they make quiet engines for trucks? Like, I don't get it. They do it for cars. Why can't they do it for trucks? Jeez, um so yeah, I mean, it this world is crazy right now, and people are acting crazy and doing stupid things, and at the end of the day, the only way that I guess these people have to learn their lesson is the hard way. Some people have to learn that way. It's sad. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? It's a motorcycle. Ugh. Take me for a ride. I haven't been on one in so long. Get out of here. There's bugs flying all over the place. Welcome to autumn. Get out of here. So please just be safe. Wear your mask. Do the social distancing. If someone's too close to you, don't be afraid to say, oh, excuse me, do you mind giving us 6 feet distance? Okay. If they don't want to do it, then you can always move. You know, it's not always about necessarily the other person doing what you want them to do. Sometimes you have to do it for yourself, you know, because there's no reason to get into an argument about it or anything like that. You know, that's not going to help anything. I gotta tell you something. Okay, you know how there have been people all over the country for some reason at Walmart and places like that freaking out over masks and things like that, and sometimes it gets to the point where the police are called. Well, I never thought, you know, living in the little area that I live in, that I would ever see something like that. I thought, no, I'll never see that. At Walmart, I don't know how long ago it was. Time is like fluid to me. It looks like water in my head. So I don't know. I want to say last week, maybe the week before. I'm really not sure. We were at the register, and I was talking to the lady at the register. We were talking about her kids, and she was telling me about how one of her daughters, I think, became a nurse, and the other daughter is like in business or something like that, and how proud of her daughter she was. And I said, you should be. And we were talking, and all of a sudden you hear this woman, like, I heard someone talking loud, and I thought, well, you know, people around here, sometimes they talk loud. That sometimes that happens where we are. We talk loud. But then it got loud, you know, and we looked over and this woman is yelling at this guy, and this guy is yelling at this woman because she brought her sick child to Walmart and he wasn't wearing a face covering. And he was basically saying, how do we know that he doesn't have COVID? You're bringing your child in here and you're not respecting anyone in this store. Your kid could get us all sick. We don't know. And she's like, I don't have to tell you. And just like they were yelling, and like you could see the workers start to come around slowly, you know, like you know how they do that, right? Well, they're starting to do that, and she's like, F you, and she walks off to the left. Now, to the left, the doors are locked. You can't get in and out of them. And her son was so embarrassed. He walked the other way, away from his mother. And everyone is telling her, ma'am, you can't go out those doors. They are locked. And it was said about 8 times that I heard. And, hi, Shadow. And she turns around and she goes, I'll go out whatever effing door I want to go out of. And I looked at the manager because she kind of turned around and went, like, what the hell? And I said, ma'am, if she gives you any more problems, please call the police because she could be physically dangerous. You don't know the situation with her. And her son could be in danger. And she says, oh yeah, if she does anything, I'm calling the police. I said, good, because you never know. And I don't know what happened after that because she went that way, but I never saw her come back. So maybe they let her out just to get her out of the store because her son went the other way. I'm like, oh my God. But I'm glad it didn't turn into a situation where the cops were there and then she gets arrested and then who knows what happens to the child, you know. That would have been traumatic. But I can't believe I actually witnessed that. So I can actually say, I saw a Karen. Oh my God. A real stupid Karen, too. Because she didn't understand the concept of a locked door, but you know, okay, sure. um, so anyway, yeah, please take care of your teeth. Take care of your health in general. Make sure you go to the doctor once a year to get your annual. If you're a female, make sure you get your pap smears, your breast exams, whatever it is you got to do. If you're having any problems, you talk to your doctors, you tell them what's going on, you know, make sure you communicate to them, especially if it's causing you pain, especially if it's limiting you to do things in your life. It's important that you take care of your health because you only get one body in this life. Okay? You know, your soul resides inside the body, but once the body dies, is no longer viable, then your soul is free and it can go home back to heaven. But until then, this is the body you have, so take care of it as much as you can. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I have been eating a bit better, and I can see it, but like I've noticed my face is a little bit slimmer. It's not too bad. It's a little puffy right here, I think, but I'm still having sleep issues, so that could be part of that too. Hey, Chippy! We have outside chipmunks, and I just instead of giving them all different names, because how could I ever tell the difference? I call all the chipmunks Chippy, and I call all the squirrels Sly. Because I don't know which one is which. They all look alike to me. And he just came over and he sat up and he looked at me and I said hi, and then he ran off. So I don't know what it is. Animals, bugs, it doesn't matter what species it is. Animals are just attracted to me. I call myself the animal, or what's the other one I say? Ms. Doolittle. No, not Ms., because that was married then divorced. Miss Doolittle. I am Miss Doolittle because they just come to me. It's always been that way. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess I just get along with animals better than humans. I don't know what it is. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Be responsible. Stop being stupid. Come on, seriously. Don't send your child sick with COVID to school. Like, what's going on? I mean, I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. I don't. But I do try to send out vibes of like, God, please help these people who are in such denial and are making all of these choices that could affect so many people, to maybe turn on a couple of their brain cells to get them firing again, so maybe they can make better executive decisions, especially when it comes to children. You have to be diligent. You have to You have to do everything you can to make sure that they're safe. And that includes getting them vaccinated, because I'm telling you, if your kid isn't vaccinated and your kid somehow gets my kid sick, I'm suing you. None of you guys, because you guys don't, aren't where I am, but I'm talking about the people that my kid goes to school with. Those are the people I'm talking about, because I will do that. Like, I'm not afraid to stand up for what's right. I'm not afraid to do that. But yeah, I think that idea for Halloween is great, but be careful with the candy, okay? Always make sure that they brush their teeth, okay? After they eat their candy, after they eat, actually, I don't know exactly when you would want them to brush their teeth in the morning, whatever your routine is, but just make sure that that's included in there. I personally would eat breakfast first, then brush my teeth. I know a lot of people, when I went to school, they did it the other way. They would brush their teeth, then eat breakfast. And I said, "What? How does that make any sense?" They're like, "Well, because I cleaned my teeth so I could eat." And I'm like, but wouldn't it make more sense to eat, get your teeth dirty, then clean them all up for school? Then they'll be clean, you know? But they just looked at me like I had three heads. So I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that you should brush after you eat food? I don't think I'm crazy for that. I don't think people should look at me weird for that. I honestly think that makes actual sense. But yeah, people looked at me weird and were like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Your existence is what's wrong with me." I've said that to people before. They don't like it. But you know what? It shuts them up and gets them out of my face. It's usually at the grocery store. Why is it when you go to the grocery store, you always meet the most annoying people in the world? Why is that? I don't get it. It's like they all are like, okay, we can't congregate in high school no more. Let's go congregate at the grocery store. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry. I went off on so much today. But I just wanted to tell you that my teeth are all fixed. I have all of my teeth. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So brushing, and I actually brushed twice. I used two different toothpastes because I have the one from the dentist, and that one is a prescription. The other one is Colgate. I like to use different types of Colgate because some are for like sensitive teeth, some are for cavities, some are for this, that, whatever. And I like Colgate. I've tried Crest. Ugh, it makes my mouth feel dry and it leaves this really gross aftertaste. And I'm like, how do people use this? I'm sorry if you use Crest, but it's disgusting. I don't understand. And the big thing about brushing my teeth is I hate mint. I really do. I don't understand why every single toothpaste is mint flavored. Okay, I don't get that. When they came out with, what was it? Oh, God. I forgot the name of it. But they came out with, the brand is still a brand, but it was like Expressions, and it had different flavors like orange or grape or something like that. And I liked that because it wasn't fucking mint. It was actually something that I enjoyed brushing my teeth with. And they got rid of them. I forgot the name of the brand it was, but maybe you remember what I'm talking about. But I hate mint. And also, the mouthwashes are all mint. Like, not everybody likes mint, people. They really don't. I hate mint. I don't like spearmint gum. The only time I like mint is once in a great while, and it's like Okay, so the other day I had, what do you call them? Oh God, what are they called? They're the circle candies. It's chocolate, but it's mint inside. I can't remember the name of it. I'm so sorry. I cannot think of the name of it. It's not coming to me. They're always showing it on TV where they take a bite and it's like, ooh, cool and refreshing, you know? That kind of thing. Every like 5 years or so, I'll have like one. And that's it. That's as far as it goes for me with mint. But I suck it up. I brush my teeth, wishing it was some other flavor. And hoping that as I floss, the floss doesn't break in between my teeth, because my teeth are so freaking close together that it makes it difficult for me to floss some of my teeth. Excuse me, but it doesn't stop me. And I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. So I just wanted to tell you that I'm healthy. I finally made it to the end of this journey of getting my teeth fixed. It's at the end of the journey. And now it's just maintaining. It's maintaining. And I'm glad that I made it to this point, because when I first started, it was after I had gotten out of the hospital. I wasn't very sure if I was going to stick with it when I first started. I had the intentions to, but I also wasn't sure if I would stay with it, because sometimes I start something and then I don't finish it. And I think it was because the type of person that my dentist is and how she, talked with me and everything. She was always right up front about everything, and she was always nice, and she was always fun. And so I think that made the difference. Sometimes dentists, I hate it. I hate it. When you go to the dentist and the dentist is doing like something, on your teeth that requires them to pay attention, and they're having a conversation with the technician about, oh, how was the barbecue last weekend? And I'm sitting there thinking, will you shut up and focus on my teeth? Seriously, I don't care about your goddamn barbecue, and I don't care to hear about it. This isn't the time to talk about the barbecue that you had last weekend. This is the time for you to work on my teeth. I hate when dentists do that. Stop doing that. If you're a dentist and you do that, stop doing that. You want to talk to the patient, okay? Tell them stories. Tell them funny things. I don't know, make jokes or something. Play music, all right? But stop talking about things that have nothing to do with what you're doing, and it takes your focus away. Because the last place I went, whenever he would talk, he would stop working and have the conversation. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And then he'd go back to doing what he was doing. Really? Like, what is that? What is that? Seriously. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed what people said. Okay. That's cool. I love wearing my hoodies and sweatpants and stuff. Yeah, they're so comfortable. When I was in high school, I used to wear my pajama pants to school. I actually would wear my slippers to school because, I could. And if they wanted me to not go home, they were going to let me wear them. So, because I'm going to homeschool my 4-year-old son. He has oppositional defiant disorder and ADHD. It's not easy, as I have borderline personality disorder. I just don't trust these schools. Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. And I got borderline too. And you know what? It sucks having it. Okay, it really does. But I think when you start putting other people ahead of yourself, it helps to curb whatever manifests for the borderline symptoms to come out. I mean, that's just a theory. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but when I'm focusing on my son, when I'm focusing on things I got to do, I'm thinking less about myself. And when I do that, I realize that some of those symptoms don't always appear. Sometimes they do, it is what it is. But when it happens, you deal with it and you talk to your son and you say, listen, honey, Mama had a bad day. I took it out on you and I'm very sorry. And I will do my best in the future not to do that. You had nothing to do with it. I am very, very sorry and I love you. And give them a big old hug and kiss and let them know that you are truly sorry and that they had nothing to do with anything. Oh, there was just a weird noise. I don't know what that was. Thought I was hearing ducks earlier. I mean, I don't know what's happening. Did you hear about Trump downplaying COVID supposedly to keep us from panicking? Millions of people dead now. Yeah, it's like COVID. What COVID? There's no COVID. It's because you can't see it. I think that's why. I think he's playing off of, you can't actually see it. You can see the effects of it, but you can't see it. And like I said before, I think the only reason he's pushing for a vaccine so quickly is to get votes, is to win the election. That I wholeheartedly believe that. I mean, it's very clear to me that he is a narcissistic psychopath, okay? I don't have to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist to understand that. I can see it. I see all his traits. He is a narcissistic psychopath who is a businessman at the same time. And he went to MIT. So, I mean, it's like he's and like I said, when he was a candidate, when I first saw him, I was listening to him, I said, oh God, this man is going to win. And my mother's like, what makes you say that? And I said, do you hear what he's saying? Listen to what he's saying. I'm not talking to you. What do you mean? Oh, I'm just finishing this up and then we'll go do all that stuff. Yeah. Tomorrow is picture day. So Casey's gonna get a haircut and we're gonna go get him a nice little shirt since they only do it from like the waist up. I don't care what he wears for pants. Nothing too fancy, just something nice, because I haven't had a school picture for him in like since 3rd grade, because we didn't have the money to go get the pictures done professionally, because for some reason it costs more to go do it professionally than it does to go through the school. I'm like, okay, I'm not paying $50 freaking just for one little picture. I'm not doing that. It's not going to happen. That's not, no. So I'm excited about this because I haven't had a school picture of him in so long, and this is exciting for me. Oh, get off me. It was an ant. Oh my God. See, they all love me. They won't leave me alone. Oh my. Yeah, but that's what I think. And she said, why do you think that? And I said, listen to what he's saying. He's saying, he was telling us from the beginning, and I do believe he was honest about this. The system is rigged. I'm going to win. He kept saying the system is rigged. And to me, he didn't actually say I'm going to win, that I heard, but that's the message I got when he kept saying that. It's rigged so I can win. It's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. And when we finally got to when it was actually, who was the winner, I'm sorry, but technically Hillary was the winner. But God forbid a woman should run this country. I mean, women have been running countries for thousands of years, okay? Some of them did a bad job, but most of them have done a really great job. And the rest of the world seems to be okay with women running things. It's just Americans that seem to have a problem with women. It's like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, Give a woman a chance. We've given you men all your chances. Look what you've done. I'm sorry, but I hear this a lot. Well, women are emotional. They have emotions. So don't men. Well, they have estrogen. Well, so don't men. Women also have testosterone. I mean, we all have these things inside of our bodies, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't fucking matter. That's what you have in your system. So why does it matter? Is it because we don't have penises? I mean, do we have to wear fake penises for you to take us seriously or something? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's mind-boggling to me. Who cares if it's a woman? If she fucks up, then don't re-elect her. you know it's that simple. It's that simple, right? But no, that's not how it is here. It's very sexist here. Like, ugh. Did I miss something? How old was the child? I wonder. You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to say maybe high school. I didn't get the full story because I had to leave to go somewhere, but I just got that one piece. I'm not sure. I'm guessing high school. But then again, considering how people act and stuff, you never know. It could have been a kindergartner for all we know. I don't know. Some people care more about getting a break from their kid than keeping them at home. You are so right. You are so right. It's like, why do you have children if you don't care about them? Like, seriously, wear a condom. Take some birth control. It's available everywhere. It's okay. Shadow, I see you, and don't you dare. Don't you dare. Mom! Oh, shit. The cat's not supposed to go too far, so we're going to go for a little walk. My mom is over here. But, yeah, because I told you he had that surgery. He's doing real well. He had a little bit of a setback because my damn ass dog chipped him at one point, so now he's got a little bit of a limp, but he's doing good. I use Sensodyne Pronamel. I think my mother uses that or something like that. Sensodyne, that sounds familiar to me. That's so true. I love helping others because it takes my mind off my own issues. Exactly. That's why they like to that's why you hear a lot of people say, if you put yourself in a position where you're doing like volunteer work or something, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about what you're doing. And it's a really great thing because helping others does help yourself. It really does. It's a true fact. Easy Peasy is an excellent faith-based free homeschool curriculum for K through 12. You can start any time of year. What do you know how they are when it comes to special needs children who need like speech and OT and stuff like that and need IEPs? I'm just wondering. I've never heard of that particular school. I have heard, I have seen some ads on TV of it's only this one program of K through 12, but it wasn't the same name that you gave. But I just wonder, how do they work with children who might, because like my son, when it comes to his reading skills, he's at a 5th grade reading level, and he's in 9th grade now. So that would be a question. Oh, he went around, didn't he? Oh, he went around. I know he's trying so hard. He's trying so hard to get away from us. And Chippy's been over here. Oh, let's get a shot of my kitty. There he is. Shadow. Shadow, hi. Oh, you can't see it from back here. I want to show you how much he's actually come from his surgery, if I can get close enough to him. If not, then I'll do it in a different video, but I'll try. Where'd he go?
I was gonna say you want to go for a walk over to Henry.
Shadow! Hey, can you come here for a second? Can I see your butt? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You're good. Oh, come on, Shadow. Oh, he went underneath all that. I can't, so that black thing moving, that's his tail. Shadow, come here. Oh, we gotta clean this crap up.
Yeah, he wants to go under this little thing.
I wish, yeah, you can kind of see, but his hair is growing back. Oh, yeah. Oh, see that? See that? You can see it now. See? Yeah, his hair is growing back. I didn't realize I could widen that. That's cool.
Oh, you learned something new today.
I did. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know. I'm like, let's see if I can.
You got any wrinkles on your brain?
Yeah, I do. Gotta love the wrinkles on the brains.
Yeah, they're good for you.
The more wrinkly, the more smarter you are, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's scientifically true. I have no idea.
A new bit of information, you get a new wrinkle in your brain.
Yeah.
The more
Well,
you have when you die in your brain,
just be careful. He is still under that, but just make sure he doesn't go any farther. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that, but his hair is growing back and he's doing good. We let him outside a couple times a day to, get some exercise and stuff, because he's not supposed to just go back outside. He needs time to heal. Obviously, he just had a surgery. So this sun, you know what it is? It's because the seasons have changed, so the sun is more right here instead of over close. So I keep moving because the sun is like right there. Okay, that's all right. Okay, it's not too bad. All right. So yeah, take care of your teeth. Take care of your health. Take care of your kids. They're more important than your job. Okay, I'd rather live on the street, know when I have my son with me, than have a job and, my kid goes haywire. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. It might not. Everyone thinks differently. But yeah, so I'm free. I'm free. Look, I'm free. I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. I know I went off on a tangent. I know I talked about a whole bunch of different things, and you know what? That's just who I am, I guess. But I have to go because I have a low battery. And I do have to go do that stuff for my son. Gotta cut his hair and get him a shirt and all that stuff, and figure out what to eat for dinner and all that fun stuff. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hold on. Before I go, I am going to read these real quick. As far as therapists, they may need to get those on an outpatient basis, like we get a speech, occupational, or physical therapist to come out to our home. With the IEP, he may need public school part-time, like a couple days a week, to get those therapies, and homeschool the rest of the time. My son has a lisp, so I said that wrong, lisp. So I may need to get speech therapy for him. Yeah, I mean, a lisp isn't that bad. I only have 5%, so I do have to go. But a lisp isn't that bad. If you feel like he needs the therapy, then get it for him. Do what you believe is right, okay? For you and for your son. And I wish you guys all the best. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves and one another. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. And I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Peace and love.